All right, Fernando, it is great to see you. Your second big league camp. How different does this one feel?
It's very different. Last year was I gotta make the team. This year is now I'm working to to go to the season, building up, and good strength coming in.
You don't lack for confidence, but do you just feel more confident, more comfortable knowing what to expect and knowing who everyone is?
Yeah, for sure. Way more when you come in. You know what you did last year, and when you're planning on doing, you're just way more confident. Here we are.
All right, you didn't play winter ball this offseason. You were rehabbing your back. So what did you do? What was Tatis's offseason like?
First of all, it was great family time, over there in the art. But then, just taking care of my body, working out. A couple of the trainers went out there to take care of me.
Did you have a moment like after the season ended? I know it didn't end the way you wanted with the injury, but did you have a moment to be like, okay, I did that. It was a good year besides, the injuries.
Yeah, besides the injury, it was a good year. Although we're not 100% happy, because of the injuries and all that stuff, it happened. But, it is what it is, and here we are, ready for this year.
All right, you also turned 21. So happy belated birthday. What did you do to celebrate?
Thank you. No, I just went out with my family. I went to a nice restaurant on the beach. Yeah. Then after that, we just chill on the beach, and we can't blame it. We live in the R.
It's like pretty perfect. Beautiful beaches, beautiful people. You're with your family. I mean, it could be better, right?
That's about it. That's all that matters to me. Family, and you just have a great quality time.
All right, you put up some very impressive numbers last season, even with playing 84 games. You know you're good, but did last year show you just kind of what you could be capable of and how far you could go?
Yeah, I saw a little bit of what I'm capable of, and it's a good thing. It's even a more motivation just to keep going, to keep pushing, and to show the people what I got.
The league will probably adjust to you a little bit. What do you think will be the biggest challenge in year two?
I'll adjust to them too. It's what the game is about, and that's what I always tell people when they were challenging me in the minor leagues when I was the youngest in the group. They said they adjust to me, I adjust to them. That's about it.
Anything specific that you're working on this season that you really want to improve on?
Just taking care of my body, took a little bit more pride in my defense this offseason, and then it's just going through.
I mean, we saw you make really spectacular plays last season, and then there were also a few that got away. Is there an emphasis this year on just more consistently making the routine plays?
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, more consistent, making the routine plays, and it's just the same thing.
All right, a lot of talk about changing the way you play. Would you ever consider changing the way you play?
No.
I mean, it's almost would be harder, right? Like if you had to think about changing the way you play, you'd almost open yourself up to more injuries, right?
Exactly. It just, when I go out there, everything I do unconsciously, and but it's just part of me, it's part of my game, and it's just part of who I am.
Any changes this year to your routine, your training, your nutrition, anything you want to switch up from last year?
Not really, just more emphasis on my back. It wasn't a big change, but after that, I thought I was in a good place last year, so why change, and here we are now.
You look like you put on some weight. Did you get bigger?
I work out a little bit more, lifting weight, a little bit more CrossFit on the sand, and just about it.
What makes this team different this year? Why do you think that you guys can have a better season than last year?
First of all, in first place, I got a little bit more experience in the big leagues, and we got way more talent. We got really good players this year, and I'm not saying that last year we didn't have, but this year is a little bit more serious, and hopefully everybody's serious about winning.
It's not crazy that they would lock you up. I mean, it's early in your career, your second year in the big leagues. I might be getting a little bit ahead of myself, but it's not crazy that they would want you long-term in San Diego. Is that something that you ever think about, or that you would want to be long-term in San Diego?
I fall in love with the city. I love San Diego. I love the fans. How they embrace me, how the love they have shown me. So I would love to stay there for a long term, well, let's see what happens.
All right. Any surprises for us this year, Fernando? Like anything we need to be on the lookout for? Fashion, dances. We saw that dance with your cowboy boots and your hat earlier in the off season. I mean, that was some moves right there. Like anything we need to know about?
I'm just the same guy. Just trying to have fun all the time, dancing, goofing around, laughing. Just it is what it is. That's me, and we're just gonna keep doing the same thing.
I love it, Fernando. It is always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.